In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what I believe are the best 2 worst credit cards for the year of 2023 using this cool little tier system that I created over in Canva. Not sponsored by Canva, by the way, but I have an affiliate link down below. So ladies and gents, I believe this video here is going to be quite fun, quite interesting, and you're going to be learning a lot of new things. If you guys do appreciate these type of videos, the content, and even just my 5 years of experience going all into this video here, be sure to drop a like down below. And also, this is all subjective depending on your own spending habits, and this is all my own personal opinion. You can check out the links to any one of these cards down below in the description, which also supports this channel as well. S tier is going to be the best possible card you can get, and then from there we have the dumpster cards, and we're going to kick this video off through the Chase Freedom Flex. All right, so this card here I would definitely consider to be an A tier card. It has no annual fee. You get a decent welcome bonus offer. At the time of filming this video, you get 15-month, no interest, and no balance transfer fees, and on top of that, the 5% rotating categories and being able to utilize the ultimate rewards portal. Once you pair it up with the Chase Sapphire Preferred or even the Chase Sapphire Reserve, makes it pretty OP in my opinion. The reason I wouldn't put it near the S tier is because there's going to be a lot of other cards that fill out the S tier category, okay? That's why. All right, the Amex Platinum card. This is another great card. Although during the middle of the pandemic when traveling was limited and Amex decided to make the move of increasing that annual fee on this card, I do believe right now, especially within first year of card ownership, this here is still an excellent card. You know what? I might even put them more towards the S tier just because if you do utilize the lounges, if you do utilize all their benefits like the Amex Fine Hotel Resorts, or even just on a lucky day, if you're able to book the right trip, and as an example, I did this too before. I stayed at the Ritz-Carlton in LA. I used my Amex Platinum through the Fine Hotel Resorts collection, and they gave me their expensive suite for multiple nights, which would have costed me $2,000 to $3,000 a night. I paid for a basic queen size room, and from right there, I mean, I got a lot of value back. The Amex Platinum definitely comes in handy, but if you're someone who doesn't travel as much, I mean, I could see it completely becoming like a coupon dumpster card, but you know, for the most part, I guess that's why I would consider it to be in the A tier. Okay, ladies and gents, on the topic of Amex cards, the Amex Gold here, this is another fantastic card. I would actually consider this to be an S tier card. I don't ever see myself canceling this card. The annual fee is a bit high. It's $250, but right now with all the benefits that you get $120 here, you get $120 there, and on top of that, you get $100 experience credit to use during the hotel collection booking, and you also get 4x back on dining and at US supermarkets, and on top of that, they also have a pretty decent welcome bonus offer too. Amex Gold, S tier. I don't care what anyone says. That is always going to be one of my top cards. All right, so the next card, we have the Amex Blue Business Cash card, and I would consider this to be meh. It's a good card, but for all the great cards that exist right now, it's a bit more in the mid category. Now, this is because this card here is going to give you just $250 back in statement credits after you spend $3,000. I feel like the welcome bonus offer could be a bit more competitive, but for the fact that it has no annual fee, this is a very solid keeper card within your wallet. It's not going to offer the best benefits. It's what I would consider to be mid. Ooh, ladies and gents, we have here the BILT Mastercard. Okay, this was one of those underrated cards that came up this year. If you rent, I don't know what to say. If you want to make free money right now, the BILT card, and use that to pay your rent, use those points to take whatever trip you want. Boom, I just made you guys money right there. This is an S tier card. If it had an annual fee, it would come down to maybe like the good or the mid tier, but no annual fee, pays for rent. There's no other credit card that does that. Their marketing efforts, their customer service is all fantastic. The only gripe is that they use Wells Fargo. So far, Wells Fargo has not lost my money, and the card's been working great. I'm going to consider them to be actually a very, very good card for this year. All right, ladies and gents, next card we have here on this list, the Capital One Venture X card. This is actually something I would consider to be on the up, and what I would consider to be either in the A or the S tier as well. We'll give it to the S tier just to have a little bit of diversity within, you know, this column here, but the Venture X, if you guys have not yet watched my full review talking about why this is also one of the most underrated premium luxury travel credit cards, you need to check it out. If you're unable to commit to an annual fee of the Platinum card, if you're unable to commit to something like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which, you know, I don't blame you, they're over $500 plus to hold any one of those cards, the Capital One Venture X makes it super easy for you to find return on value with it. But not only that, they're consistent with the rewards, and their portal has been doing a great job job. And Capital One, which has been more on the subprime side within the past few years, it looks like they're finally stepping it up and they're offering a pretty decent amount of benefits. And I think this here is one of the best credit cards that you can get if you're yet willing to commit to any one of the elite cards. Okay, Capital One Quicksilver. This is not a terrible card. If you have a lot of credit card debt, if you're struggling with something, you know, I would say it's mid, but for the most part, I would not see myself applying for this unless, you know, something really bad's happening. It's not on my radar. I feel bad calling any card a trash dumpster card, so I'm gonna be a nice boy. We're gonna put it below average, not the best card, no crazy benefits, nothing to write home about. All right, ladies and gents, Capital One Saver One card, no annual fee, gives you 10% back on Uber Eats. You get a free Uber membership as well for you to utilize if you do buy a lot of takeout. This right here, it is one of the best no annual fee cards to exist right now. I'm gonna give this an A tier. I could also see it being an S tier contender if you are team cashback, but for someone who loves to utilize annual fee cards, it's a keeper card. It's in my wallet. It's excellent. All right, this one's a bit of an interesting card. We have the Amex Centurion card. Now, because the annual fee is ridiculous, because no one in the world right now could probably get one unless you happen to be a 0.0001% of the entire population and possibly inside of the Illuminati or the Freemasons or whatever. I'm gonna say this right now, it's a bit of a below average card. This here is just for the flex value. The concierge is amazing, and yes, you do get other benefits, but for the first year annual fee of, I believe, $15,000 that you pay, it might not be worth it. Even if you are able to get approved or accepted or invited, whatever the case is, I would consider it to be just one of those cards where it's a great flex. It really is. But in terms of benefits, which we're gonna focus on for the purpose of this video, it's going to be below average. I would consider this to be a negative ROI card because you can always get the platinum card and still find a lot of benefits instead of having to pay that ridiculous annual fee. All right, next card here, we have the Apple credit card. Look, this is not a bad card, okay? I don't know if I would consider it to be mid. It gets the job done. I see a lot of people who aren't into the credit card game always using the Apple credit card. I would consider it to be below average. It's not a trash dumpster card. You get 0% interest financing on Apple products. And if you love Apple like I do, I could see it being very, very beneficial for a lot of people too. All right, Citi Double Cash card. Look, a lot of people who look at this card are initially going to put this as a trash dumpster card. It ain't, okay? It's 2%. It's flat. It's easy to use. You don't have to worry about it. It's a sock drawer card, no annual fee. It's what I'd consider to be mid. The only reason I'd consider it to be below average is because it's with Citi. They're not, you know, the best issuer within the space, but, you know, I kind of want to fill out my categories a little bit here. All right, Amazon Business Prime. If you are a business owner, this is a card I've had for about since what, 2018. I think it's been 4 or 5 years since then. It's a pretty solid card. A lot of people sleep on it. No huge welcome bonus, but if you do buy a lot of stuff for your business on Amazon, that 5% is going to add up quick. All right, next card here on my list, I'm definitely going to have to put World of Hyatt within that A tier category. For a $95 annual fee, you are going to get one hotel anniversary free night with this card. The welcome bonus, you get 60,000 points. And unlike things like Hilton, where, you know, they'll charge you an arm and a leg in points for you to get a free hotel room, Hyatt is still very, very conservatively well balanced with their points and cash ratio. I think it's pretty easy to get redemption of one Hyatt hotel night, and that's all you have to do to find positive value on this card, and I would consider this to be excellent. On top of that, you do get a little bit of status using this card, but more than that as well, guys. This is one of the few Hyatt products that you can actually get within the whole credit card world. So if you have any allegiance to Hyatt, this is just one of the cards that you can keep in your sock drawer too. All right, the Amex Blue Business Plus. This is actually a pretty solid business credit card right here. We're going to put this in the B tier. It could be A tier, but for the purpose of this video, it's straightforward business credit card with Amex. There's not too many of those. It does get the job done. Fantastic card right here. It's going to go in our B slot. All right, the next card here is the Amex Cash Preferred. Nothing too fancy with this card. They did have a facelift on it. I think it was about 2 years ago when they've done it. I'm going to consider this to be within the mid category. This card here, not terrible, not fantastic. It has no annual fee. You can earn $250 back after you spend $2,000 in the form of a statement credit, so you're not getting points. But what I do love about it is that they have very flexible cashback categories. So 3% cashback on grocery stores, 3% cashback on US retail stores, which is pretty interesting. You get 3% back on gas, but the caveat on all of that, ladies and gents, is the fact fact that you're capped on up to $6,000 per year in purchases. So, I mean, I could see it being good if you use it just for those things, but all right, guys, I'm gonna rank it up just a little bit, okay? All right, next card here on the list, Chase Freedom Unlimited. Most of you guys should know what this card is all about. You get 1.5% unlimited cash back on everything you spend. Just like the Freedom Flex, you can transfer your points over into the Chase portal as well once you get the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It's a good card, okay? Not terrible. Chase Sapphire Preferred with that new welcome bonus offer, 80,000 points, or if you go into a branch and you get 90,000 points and no annual fee, that becomes A tier or S tier. The great thing about this card is you can also downgrade it if you do not want to pay that $95 annual fee. But if you can't commit to an elite travel credit card, this is not bad as well. So why not? Yeah, let's throw it into the S tier. I think it's pretty solid. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember this card. This was the Uber Visa Barclays card. It was actually one of the best cashback cards back in 2018, 19, and then they completely nerfed the benefits. It's a trash dumpster card. There's nothing else you need to know about it. It doesn't even look like this anymore, but rest in peace. It was a great card. Okay, 3 cards here. We got a triple dipper right here. The Chase Inc. business credit cards. If you combine getting all of these points, you're getting some serious cash back. Look, guys, there's not enough room on my spreadsheet chart, so we're gonna just size it down, but I would consider these cards here to be A tier cards, okay? They're gonna fit right here like a little puzzle. Great cards. Only one of them has a $95 annual fee. The rest of them you can keep. Get that welcome bonus, a lot of Chase points right back in your pocket, and they actually had a pretty sick promotional offer where they were giving a higher welcome bonus offer. If any of you guys acted on those offers from watching the videos on my channel, congrats, because you guys got one heck of a better deal than I had. Okay, Capital One Platinum card. Nothing to look at, nothing to write home about, and nothing to breathe even more about. It's going into the dumpster card category. Okay, Bank of America Red Cash Rewards card. This is the credit card that I feel like every college student has for some reason. I don't know why. Not terrible, not great. It's mid. If you have a lot of money with Bank of America, then it starts going up into good or excellent because they start giving you a bit more better perks. Okay, here we have 3 different Hilton cards. Hilton cards are actually pretty OP in my opinion because you can do something, what I call the Hilton triple sixer dipper upgrader. I'm just making that up. But basically with the Hilton cards, you can apply for all 3. There's no limit on how many you can get, but you can apply for all 3 versions. So one of them has no annual fee. The other one has a $95 annual fee. The other one has a $450 annual fee. If you guys want to learn a cool little credit card strategy, you can get all 3 of these cards, get the welcome bonus, downgrade them all into the no annual fee card, and then upgrade them all once again and get the welcome bonus over and over again. And you can get a welcome bonus essentially 6 total times. The only downside with Hilton is that you got to spend a lot of money, but you also need to realize that some of their properties cost a lot of points. So it's not too difficult getting 1,000,000 points with Hilton, but when you find out that one night in the Maldives costs 1,000,000 points, it's like, what's the whole point of it anyways? Get it? Doom. All right, we're gonna micro size these and we're gonna put them in the S tier. The Hilton cards are fantastic. It's a great end game strategy tier card. I know all 3 of these look the same too. Just know what they are. All right, so the next card here is the City Premier card at $95 annual fee. At the time of filming this video, you get 75,000 bonus points after spending 4K in the first 3 months. Not a bad card. I don't really, do too much with City. I'm gonna consider it mid. Okay, that's my personal preference. I've heard a lot of great things, and I personally think this is actually one of the best designs aside from American Express. This does look really good. So we're going to put it in the mid category. If we hear any new promotional offers, maybe we can bump them up to good as well, but I don't think that's a bad judgment of character. Okay, next card here, Chase Sapphire Reserve. Guys, I'm going to shrink this up and put it right here within the excellent category. This here is a solid credit card, especially if you happen to travel, but it rarely makes any sense for you to have the Reserve card and the Platinum card and like say the Venture X, usually unless you're traveling a whole bunch and you're really redeeming those benefits. But the Reserve card, such a great card, okay? High annual fee, travel rewards are really good. If you can't commit to Platinum, I would then say go to the Reserve. If you can't commit to the Reserve, that's when you go to the Venture X. Amazon Visa card, okay, not terrible, not great. I would say it's mid. You get some cash back on your Amazon purchases consistently. You don't get a huge welcome bonus offer. It's mid. Marriott Bonvoy, I believe this is the business edition, or even if it's the personal edition, it's still not a bad card. Very similar to the World of Hyatt. I would consider it to be in the A tier category or even in the B tier category. If you love Marriott, you're going to be placing this higher. For me, I love Hyatt a bit more. Not a bad card either way. I would consider this to be in this category. All right, so ladies and gents, that is pretty much just a quick rundown of at least, I think it's like 30 or 40 cards that we went over. You can screenshot my own little tier guide. Let me know what you guys think think down below in the comment section if you guys would change anything, if you would add anything. If you disagree, agree. You know, we live in a free country, and what that means is you guys can share your opinions too. If you guys found any value, be sure to drop a like down below on this video. If you guys want to see more things just like this, let me know as well. Be sure to check out the links down below in the description if you guys want to check out any new credit cards as well. If you want to take a look at some of my favorite credit cards or even join our personal Facebook group, you can find all those resources down below. On top of that, I have a Patreon group. If you guys want to learn how to make more money through investing, whether it's through stocks, crypto, you just want to better your financial life, it's for $14.99. We have a lot of people in there already, and I'd love for you guys to join as well. If you want to migrate over into some of my other content or even have an opportunity to join some of these live stream calls where you speak to me, chat to me one-on-one, I would love for you guys to be a part of that community too. So everything linked down below in the description. Thank you all so much again for watching this video, and until next time, peace out.